Hello everybody, welcome to our channel, Beard Bunch. For those of you who are just randomly finding this video to check out what birth supplies you need for a home birth, I am currently, well tomorrow I will be 40 weeks. My due date is tomorrow. Pregnant with our third baby boy. I am preparing for our very first home birth. The previous two babies were in a hospital, kind of your typical setting and situation. I did not have an epidural with my second son, so I feel like I've made baby steps to get to this point to have an all-natural birth at home. I posted a previous video about why I decided to have a home birth, so you can check that out. But I'm really excited. I just wanted to quickly pop on here and show you guys kind of the environment, what it's going to be like, and some of my supplies, must-haves that I've gotten information from my midwife on what to have and to have here at the house, as well as just reading and figuring out things that would work. Now, you really don't need a lot. I've learned that. Like, you can go over and beyond and get tons of stuff, or you can just do the very bare minimum and get the basic things to have a home birth. So it can really be affordable. Let's check it out and I'll show you guys. This is where the magic's gonna happen, you guys. Right here in this room. So we have our bed that will be an option, and then over in this corner I am going to set up a birthing pool, which is actually just a kiddie pool, and I'll show you all that in a little bit. I have the bathroom right over in here for just soaking in that tub or using the restroom, but yeah, this is the setup. This is where I have everything stored for now, and I've got it kind of compartmentalized into the different things. Down here in this box will be preparation for setting up the room and having during labor. This box is like doula stuff for labor comfort measures as well as cameras. And this bin is the post-labor things that you need to take care of yourself. And this little container has all the things for new baby boy that we will need right away. And then we've got the towels and blankets. All right, so for your basic needs, things to just have a baby at your house, it depends on what your midwife recommends. And they have different websites out there like In His Hands, where you can order birth supply kits. My midwife personally told me that she brings a certain amount of things that's already included and not to worry about. So she gave me a list of pretty minimal things. So these are some things you definitely need. 6 regular bath towels, 6 washcloths, and 6 hand towels. I bought the cheapest ones at Walmart that are white that I can either throw away when we're done or bleach. And then we also have some of like older beach towels. Everything I have is cleaned and washed and ready to be used, but 6 of each size. That way you have some for you and baby, and you need some towels. Then for your bed, when you're setting up your bed, make sure that you have some protector on the mattress if you don't already. So again, really cheap at Walmart. I found this mattress protector pad. I'm planning on then getting some white sheets, putting these white sheets down. And then on top of that, I have a shower liner. Again, $3, $4, $5 at Walmart. The shower liner will go on top of those white sheets. And then I have a really old, crummy sheet that I'm going to toss when we are done with this that can lay on top of that. So when labor starts, it's kind of like you set up your bed from the crummiest down to the nicest. So when you're done with labor and things are crazy, you can strip this top dirty thing off, strip the shower curtain off, and then you're left with some white comfy sheets ready to go, but you still have a mattress liner or mattress cover to protect your mattress in the event that you need that. And then you are going to need some pads to go on your bed, or places where you can, the pads where you can carry with you. They're like the size of a square. Tux pads, I think is what they're called. I'm getting that wrong. But my midwife told me to get these at Walmart. They're the Depends brand. and they're literally a bed protector. So you lay them down on your mattress, and this can be part of the bed setup, the mattress setup, to where if there is any messes, obviously it's going to be pretty messy, and even recovery after like initially having the baby in the first several hours or even a couple days, you can lay one of these down and they're great because you can carry them with you, set them on the ground or set them on the couch, and they're great for transport. I went ahead and got 2 of these packs, and it's a very thick absorbency. It's not like puppy pads. I initially bought puppy pads, and she said, no, those are awful. They're really not very absorbent, so she recommended getting something a little more durable and like could absorb a lot of moisture and contain the mess that's a little wider square rectangle shape. And then I have these black trash bags. She said you definitely need a few trash bags. She recommended getting the color black because when you toss your laundry out into the trash can or out into the garbage, you don't want the neighbors or the trash people to be concerned why is there a coloration through the white trash bag color. So black is always good, a little discreet to hide any red blood colors coming of this TMI, and it sounds awful, but it's true. Like, what happened to that house? So you got that. For those of you who decide that you would like to have a water birth at home, like me, it's like kind of like you want to try it and hopefully it works out that way. So you want to have all the supplies. You definitely are going to need the pool. And because I was on a budget and this was kind of last minute, as those of you know, I made this switch to a home birth from a hospital setting at 36 weeks. So I went with this amazing kiddie pool. So this right here is one that came recommended by several people. It has a 24-inch depth, so you want to have something that is at least 22 inches deep. It is pretty wide, so I wasn't sure if that would be able to fit in this room, but we did some measurements and it should work. We're not going to air it up or even put it out until it's that time, but you're going to need an air pump. So I've got an electrical air pump, not one that attaches to your car, but to the wall. Make sure you have the right outlet. I also got a large tarp. I think it's 10 by 12. Yeah, 10 by 12 feet. And I found this on sale, so I'm going to be able to lay this down first and then put the pool out, air up the pool. And in order to fill up your pool, you're going to need a drinking water hose. And they're the white water hose. You can find them on Amazon. Really easy to find. They have a 25-foot or 50-foot. I went ahead and got the 50-foot one, and it's actually already set up. We have it, I had to get an adapter and hook it up to the shower head. So that's already set up in the bathroom to where I can then take it, turn on the water, put it into the pool. You don't want to start out with very, very hot water because it could ruin the pool. Start with like a lukewarm and then build the temperature from there. Speaking of temperature, you're also going to want a thermometer gauge, a temperature reading to check the temperature of the pool water. It is hotter than you would think because remember, your baby is coming from inside of the womb where it's really, really hot. It's your inside blood or core temperature. So the bath water will be actually pretty warm, not scalding or anything, but warm. It's not like a relaxing, cool bath or anything. And then wondering what this fishnet is for? Yeah, use your imagination, but yeah, you're definitely going to need one of these for the pool to scoop out the bowels that could or could not happen or any other little particles. I know that's TMI, but hey, that's part of pregnancy. Or birth. It's not pretty. It's not beautiful or glorious. But yeah, you're going to need one of these. And I thought that was so strange when I learned about that, but it made perfect sense. So you're also going to need a bowl to kind of hold the placenta and catch the placenta. My midwife is going to be bringing that, so she said not to worry about that. But yeah, y'all, that's the basics. If you want to have a home birth, you might buy the birth kit on one of the websites online and check that out. It all depends on your midwife. All right, as far as things for me and what you would need if you're planning a home birth is some sort of oil. And so I just have some vitamin E oil. This is just a lubricant to help down there to help with not tearing and stretching great. And when you really start to push, that was something that my midwife was like, definitely want to have some sort of oil. She said to get some fragrance-free wipes for you. She's like, not baby wipes, something for you. So I got some of those. I mean, when you're hot and sweaty and just wiping things down just to feel refreshed, you can also use a damp washcloth. I also love my essential oils. I'm a Young Living consultant, so I have several oils in here that I'm going to have with me. Some of my must-haves are going to be Deep Relief, which is to help with pain relief. And then I have Clary Sage, which is good for activating labor with your contractions. You can just rub that on your belly. And then I have some lavender. I also have some lemon and citrus fresh for like needing to diffuse in the air just to have the room smelling good, or if I need a boost. So I've got my oils. I've got a portable cordless diffuser, which will be great like if I'm moving around a lot, then we can have that transported with me. If not, we'll definitely have the room with some different scents. I've got all of my cameras. I've also got noise canceling headphones. That was great with my last labor, putting those on, kind of getting in the zone. I also recommend one of these like squishy stress reliever balls, because something about this was amazing for me last time. If you like every contraction are focused and working on your breathing and just squeeze the snot out of this thing, it for some reason put all the energy into that, and it helped me so much. So I love that. I also have some different back massagers to help with pain. I have this to be a heat pack or an ice pack. We can make some ice packs. I have a little package of some suckers and gum just to kind of help change it up if I'm like needing something just to get my brain. I also have this wrap, which is a baby wrap, but we're going to be using it as a rebozo to help with pain, discomfort, as well as techniques if we need to shift the baby some and get him into position. But those are just some quick things for me during labor. Okay, once baby is officially earthside, you're going to need a few things for obviously him or her as well. My midwife is bringing most of that stuff. In fact, I don't even need the umbilical cord clamp. So I know a lot of the supply kits you can buy online come with a lot of that stuff. Tape measures and all of that, but I don't have to worry about that stuff. So the main things are, she definitely said to have some blankets, swaddles type things for him. So I have a few of those. I also have a hat that I don't mind getting dirty. They can be right away. Keep his head warm. Obviously, we have our newborn diapers and some wipes for those initial poops. She also told me to have a baby thermometer on hand. So I have an infrared baby thermometer. I just have his first little outfit ready to go so we can take some of those initial pictures. I also have this, the suction for like all the gunk in their throat mask. Now she has all that, but I happen to have one as well, so I'm just having it on hand in the event that this labor activates and she misses it or something crazy. We will have one to use as well, because that would be safe and smart. And then I went ahead and bought some fun ink pads to put his feet prints and handprints in his baby book, because these are the things you don't really think about when you're at the hospital, because they just do that for you and they have it. But I was like, I need to buy that. I want to have his footprints and document it. So that is something definitely for the baby. All right, let's talk about recovery real quick for that postpartum time. Your midwife is going to be trained to be able to handle any tearing that may or may not happen, so shouldn't have to worry about that. But things that you need to recover and help that process move a little smoothly are getting some Depends panties. You'll need some of those, and they look just like this. Already kind of opened them up to see. So yeah, these are amazing. Those first several days of giving birth, they're comfortable, they're stretchy. I know they're not attractive, but we don't really care about that at that point. You're also going to need the thickest absorbency in regular pads. So these could be used for like a couple weeks even after giving birth. Believe it or not, you do still have things happen that long after. So my midwife did recommend those two things, which I'm familiar with that because I've had 2 babies before. And then I've got some additional wipes just to have on hand and maybe have in the bathroom. Something they don't really talk about when you have a baby is when you need to pass your first bowel movement. I know at the hospital, they a lot of times don't let you leave the hospital unless you do. So getting some stool softener for you is a must-have, I would say, because then it's not going to be as painful. And then also getting some pain reliever. The newest thing is like, don't take ibuprofen, and then don't take Tylenol. So my midwife told me to get something like Aleve. So that's what I got. Hopefully I won't have to use a lot of it, but you will want to have some of your own pain medication on hand in the event that you might need that. I also have, this is amazing from what I hear. I've never used it, but it's called After Ease for pregnancy from Wish Garden. And it's supposed to help with those contraction pains immediately after. It's supposed to help stop bleeding very soon after. It's an herb and it does not taste good. You're supposed to add it with a quick drink and just chug it. But this is I found this on Amazon and it's been recommended in a lot of different places that I've seen and read. So I went ahead and got some because you will have more contractions even after, like hours after sometimes giving birth. So it just helps alleviate some of that pain and helps with the bleeding. And then I also have some witch hazel, and I plan on using these on some of these pads, pouring that on there, even setting them in the freezer, getting them iced. And so it's like basically having an ice pack to put down there to help, and this eases that pain as well. That's kind of it as far as recovery. I hope that that's all I'm going to need. But I was always just trying to compare like what it was like in the hospital, what are some things I did need or use, and that's kind of where I was at with that. So that's what you need for post-care recovery. Anyway, I'm very excited. It's really going to be any day now. Those of you who know, my husband Levi is deployed, so he's going to be missing the birth, but we will have opportunity to hopefully video chat with him, and so he can be a part of it live. And I will be posting my birth video when that time comes, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, follow along, and you can see when this baby boy is going to be born. Any day now. It's crazy. Real quick, I'll show you my bump. Oh my goodness, if I can even get up here. I look like I'm carrying twins or triplets even. Look at that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and stay tuned. Toodles!